Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from the 7th group with members as follow: Siti Usrul Hatimah, and me, Huriatul Salifah, and last is Galuh Samudra. Here, we will be presenting about the analysis of a journal article on linguistics. The title is An Analysis of English Code Mixing Used in Indonesian Magazine.
Okay, I will explain about research background. Code mixing is the change of one language to another within same utterance or in same oral or written text. Code mixing in the written form can be found in text such as newspaper, magazine, novel, article, etc. Aneka Yes magazine often gives information regarding Indonesian teenage artists' lifestyle, in which teen issues are discussed by experts. There are many code mixing found in that magazine. For example, tapi nggak semua orang mengalami happy ending kan? Aneka Yes magazine on 27 September until 10 October p. 76 until 77. As far as code mixing is concerned and some rationale above, the writer was interested in analyzing code mixing used in Aneka Yes magazine. The next is theory. Suito and Kalafit state that based on language element, there are 5 kinds of code mixing. The first is word intention. It means that code mixing occurred when a speaker speaks in a certain language but he or she insert a word or number of words of other language in one utterance. Number 2 is phrase insertion. It means that code mixing occurred when a speaker speaks in a certain language but he or she insert a phrase of other language in one utterance. Number 3, reduplication insertion. It means that code mixing occurred when a speaker speaks in a certain language but he or she insert reduplication of other language in one utterance. The next is expression or idiom insertion. It means that code mixing occurred when a speaker speaks in a certain language but he or she insert an expression or idiom of other language in one utterance. The last is clause insertion. It means that code mixing occurred when a speaker speaks in a certain language but he or she insert a clause of other language in an utterance. The research question of this study is what types of code mixing based in one of teenage magazine in Indonesia is namely Aneka Yes magazine.
Okay, I want to tell about research methodology. First, type of the research. The design of the research descriptive is qualitative. Qualitative descriptive is qualitative research that is also suitable for research question that implies the what, who, and where of experience. Descriptive research implies data in the form of word, picture, and number caused by by application of qualitative method. In other words, all that is collect is likely by to the key to what been researched. The study used descriptive qualitative because the study aimed to determine the type of the code mixing that exists in the magazine. It means it's focused on what research question to get information. Secondly, object of the research. The object of this research is Aneka Yes magazine. Thirdly, technique of collecting data. The technique of collecting data in the research through observation, which has the procedure as follows: collecting magazine or document for a month, which consists of 2 editions, namely March 14 to 27 and March 28 to April 10, 20 and 17 edition, which are useful, are providing a broader background on research subjects that can be used triangulation and material to check data and is the main ingredient in research. Deciding and reading the identifying the rubric as the object of the research, underlining English code mixing, and identifying type of code mixing. In the study, conclusions were drawn by taking the essence of a series of categories of research results based on magazine collection. Data based on the type of code mixing in terms of word, phrase, clause, idiom, and reduplication. The second, making description and generalization of its data in terms of the type of code mixing in English that occur in Indonesian sentence. I think enough for me.
Hello, here I would like to explain about finding a result of this research. So the researcher found there are 5 types of code mixing. The first one is word insertion, and there are 64 data that was found. For example, bla 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 menguasai tentang teknik speed, aperture, dan lighting. And morphologically, the word lighting consists of 2 morphemes, namely the word like and suffix ing. The word like is a free morpheme because it can stand alone as word, while suffix ing is a bound morpheme since it always attached to other morpheme. While the words speed and aperture are free morpheme because these words can stand alone without any attachment of prefix or suffix. In semantically, the word speed means the rate at which something moves or travels, while the word aperture means the size of the hole of camera through which light passes to reach the film, and the word lighting signified as the use of different electric lights to give a particular effect. Jadi teman-teman seperti yang sudah kita pelajari sebelumnya, dalam code mixing itu ada yang namanya word insertion, di mana dalam satu kalimat terdapat penggabungan dari berbagai bahasa. Nah, contohnya di sini ada penggabungan bahasa Indonesia dan bahasa Inggris. Word, dari kata word, perkata. Nah, penggabungan ini itu tadi dilihat dari kata perkatanya. Contohnya di sini ada lighting, kemudian ada aperture, dan kemudian juga ada speed. Dan mereka itu bisa diartikan per katanya. Aperture itu apa, lighting itu artinya apa, dan speed itu artinya apa. Itu namanya word insertion. Next, phrase insertion. There are 29 data. For instance, bla bla bla, buat yang masih bingung menentukan future career. Nah, this one, future career. And morphologically, the phrase future career is a phrase that consists of 2 words or morphemes, namely future and career. The word future and career are free morpheme because these words can stand alone without any attachment of prefix or suffix. The phrase future career categorized as a noun phrase. And semantically, future career indicates the job or profession that someone will get in the future. Kemudian yang kedua ada phrase insertion. Frasa, di mana frasa itu terdiri dari dua kata atau lebih yang memiliki makna seperti itu ya teman-teman. Kemudian contohnya di sini penggabungan dari kalimat dalam bahasa Indonesia ada 9 frasa dalam bahasa Inggris dalam kalimat tersebut. Contohnya future career ini. Nah, ini kan terdiri dari dua kata ya teman-teman, di mana dia itu memiliki makna. Maknanya itu profession that someone will get in the future, seperti itu. Itu dinamakan phrase insertion. And the next, clause insertion. There are 10 data that was found. For example, makanya pulse issue kali ini hopefully will help you to find it. In syntactically, the sentence pulse issue blah 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 hopefully will help you to find it categorized as a clause because can fulfill a minimal aspect of a sentence. They are subject and predicate. In the clause, pulse issue is a subject and hopefully will help you to find it is a predicate. This clause is categorized as dependent clause because it cannot stand independently by itself and become a complete sentence. Kemudian yang ketiga ada clause insertion. Klausa. Nah, di mana syarat klausa itu minimal terdiri dari subject dan juga predicate. Nah, di sini dari contoh ini teman-teman kita bisa lihat pulse issue itu sebagai subjeknya, kemudian hopefully will help you to find it itu merupakan predikatnya. Kenapa dikatakan dependent clause? Karena kata hopefully will help you to find it itu tidak bisa berdiri sendiri. Nanti dia agak susah dipahami kalau tidak ada subjek dari predikat itu tadi ya. Sebenarnya ini maksudnya apa gitu. Susah untuk orang-orang itu memahaminya sehingga dia harus digabungkan dengan subjek itu tadi agar menjadi complete sentence. Fourth, idiom insertion. There are 4 data that was found. For example, open-minded. In this case, open-minded defined as idiom because it has different meaning from the meaning of all individual words. It means that the idiom open-minded is a group of words which has a different meaning when used together from the one they would have if we took the meaning of each word separately. And semantically, the idiom open-minded means that someone who's willing to listen to and consider other people's ideas and suggestions. And the last, reduplication insertion. There is one data that was found. For example, siapa tahu bisa chit-chat sama pakar fisika terkemuka. Nah, this one, kata chit-chat. In the sentence, there is a repetition of the best word cheat become chit-chat. Nah, jadi ada pengulangan teman-teman di kata cheat itu menjadi chit-chat. And semantically, the word chit-chat means an informal talk about something in a friendly way. For additional information, the data of this research were presented in some tables with explanation under it to interpret the data. The information explained according to the table and the data listed is also not excessive, so it's still easy for readers to understand. That's all for our groups. We are so sorry if there are any mistakes. Thank you and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.